Hello and welcome, folks. Pause here, bringing you Saturday night's main event. Here we're starting off with the finals of this main event's tournament. We got Batista versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. One of these guys will actually go on and face off Kofi Kingston in the second match tonight to determine the other man to go on to Extreme Rules and fight for that #1 contender spot for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Stone Cold with a strike to the face to Batista to get an early going, but Batista with an Irish whip to get the advantage on his side here. Batista, the former WWE World Heavyweight Champion, one of the only men to hold the title besides the current champion, Hollywood Hulk Hogan. So they get an Irish whip over the top rope, now a hip toss to send Stone Cold back into the ring. Couple of strikes to the face now from Batista as he gets the advantage back on his side. Batista has had to go through the likes of Finley, Kane through the first 2 rounds, and now Stone Cold has also gone through himself, the Great Khali and Chris Jericho. Nice jawbreaker there by Batista as now he gets on top and mounts the big badass Stone Cold Steve Austin as both of these guys try to get their opportunity at that WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Big elbow in the face, and it looks like a choke here. Gorilla press by Batista. Slam down on the mat. And this classic ring 1. Only a 1 count now. This ring, of course, is actually the Saturday night main event ring now, as we've gotten that with the Path of the Warrior DLC, as we see a nice strike on the side. We will not be seeing any of the Path of the Warrior wrestlers here tonight. We will be seeing them next week after we get done. Big spine buster coming in from Batista. That's the signature move of his. He's going to go for a pin here. 1, 2, 3. Not quite, as Stone Cold just barely kicks out. Batista might have to go for that Batista bomb to close out this matchup, but Stone Cold with a headlock applied. He's going to try and get the advantage on his side. Ah, there is that kick, and that's the setup for that Batista bomb, the sit-out power bomb. That is Batista's finisher. And it looks like Batista has been exhausted here. He's going to use the ropes to get himself back up in that corner and now possibly go for a pin on to Stone Cold. 1, 2, 3. Stone Cold kicks out. Stone Cold kicks out of that Batista bomb. It's not enough, as now we see big strikes coming in from the Southerner. As we see a headlock applied, neck breaker a neck snap takedown. Bit of a slow one there. As now Stone Cold with mud hole stomps right into the chest of Batista as he gets picked up here. Will Batista be able to be on his way to a second World Heavyweight Championship, as we see that Luis press from Stone Cold as he goes for a pin here. 1. Only a 1 count. Batista quickly kicking out of that one, as now Stone Cold probably going to try and go for a stunner after that Luis press. As we see that Gorilla press slam coming in from Batista once again. Will he go for a pinfall here? No. Big strikes to the face of Stone Cold Steve Austin. And he's going to go for some more offense before trying to go for the win here on Saturday night's main event. Big strike from counter from Stone Cold as we see a headlock coming in the center of the ring. Going to try and go for a big move here. Looks like a suplex coming in. Big delay on that suplex with a lot of verticality to it. Sending a lot of blood rushing into the head of Dave Batista. Counter there by Batista and a nice knee to the gut, as now he's going to go for a belly-to-belly suplex, slamming him down on the mat, and he's going to pick up Austin right away, not giving him any time. Spine buster right in the corner. He's got a little bit of energy, enough energy for a pin here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I could have sworn Stone Cold wouldn't have been able to kick out of that second Batista bomb. Alright, well, it was a spine buster. Now a spine buster of his own from Stone Cold, as now he sends Batista down on the mat. He's looking for that stunner, as now Batista slowly on his feet. There's that Stone Cold stunner, as now will it be enough for a pinfall onto Batista, the former champion? It's a 2, it's a 3. Yes, Stone Cold will go on for Saturday night's main event.
Here is your winner, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Man, what a contest. We definitely just witnessed one for the ages.
This has got to be a special night for Kofi Kingston. He's getting to face off one-on-one against the legend Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin having to go through his second match in succession here. We've been wanting to avoid this as much as possible, but it is a necessity to try and get a finish before Extreme Rules. As we see Kofi now throwing Steve Austin into the corner, as we see a tie-up now once again at the vertical base. Kofi Kingston won his way into this matchup on SmackDown earlier this week. He was able to beat Goldust in the SmackDown finals, and now he faces off against the winner of the main event finals, Stone Cold Steve Austin, which we just saw earlier tonight. As we see now a counter here, as we get a nice lift and a headlock applied by Kofi Kingston as he gets to wrestle in the classic main event arena. Tie up once again at that vertical base. This is one match. Stone Cold has already wrestled tonight against Batista. That monster was not able to get his way back towards a second WWE title. Kofi gonna try and get his first WWE World Heavyweight Championship. He is a former United States champion in this universe, as we see a nice takedown by Kofi Kingston. Nice neck breaker with a lot of momentum to that, as we see Kofi now going after Stone Cold, kind of whipping around the ring, gets countered there as a boot to the gut, stops him dead in his tracks, and it looks like another one as Kofi tried to go to the well once again, even though he didn't get any water the first time, and now it works for Stone Cold as he whips around Kofi Kingston, and now a nice elbow to the lower back of Kofi, gonna try and weaken that verticality of his, as we see a spine buster now. Oh, that was a spit in the face, I think, from Stone Cold. A bit of a disrespect to the young gun, Kofi here, as he tries to represent SmackDown and make his way to that WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Some more mudhole stumps by Stone Cold. Now he drags him into the center of the ring and does another there, as now Stone Cold flips the bird to the crowd, and he gets a big elbow, and it goes for the pin here. 1, 2, only 2 count. Stone Cold almost disrespecting Kofi Kingston, trying to get a quick victory here, and a stunner. That was a stunner, closed out the last match against Batista. He drags him just a little bit away from the ropes and goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Yes, Stone Cold wins a doubleheader.
From St. Louis, Missouri, weighing 2. Here is your winner, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He gets a big victory here tonight.
Love him or hate him, that was an incredible match.
The ref's calling for the match to start, and here we...
Oh, no!
Big Daddy Cool with an accidental elbow to the referee's face, and now he goes for a quick onslaught onto Randy Orton as we get a sidewalk slam there. This is the Extreme Rules match, so he's not going to get disqualified for that particular offense. But he is the European champion here, as now he gets his eyes set on Randy Orton. Randy Orton has said that he wants to kill the legend that is Kevin Nash, as the Viper gets suplexed on, and now a big leg drop right across the throat of Randy Orton. It seems like since the ref has been down, Kevin Nash has been just doing a complete onslaught onto Randy Orton here. Randy Orton tries to put on some offense, but gets countered here, but a nice jawbreaker gets himself some offense in this matchup. Grabbing the leg of Kevin Nash, now going to get a nice strike to the lower leg, try and tear those quads there, perhaps, as we now get a side leg sweep, sending Randy Orton down on the mat, but he was able to roll out of the way that big boot of Kevin Nash. Irish whip in the opposite corner with a lot of strength behind it, and now an elbow to the back of the head. Picking up Randy Orton now is Kevin Nash. Gonna go for a counter is Randy Orton as he sends him down on the mat. We saw these guys have been facing off against each other, or at least seeing each other the past week or two, ever since Kevin Nash won that title at the first Extreme Rules 2 weeks ago. Nice clothesline by Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash had to win a fatal 4-way match to win that title. Head drag takedown. A bit of a toss, just throwing Randy Orton across the ring as he goes for pin 1. Only a 1 count there. As Randy Orton quickly kicks out. Counter here by Randy Orton and a nice spot, dragon twist to take him down. I believe that's what it's called. As he gets a couple of big kicks into the gut of Kevin Nash. And now Kevin Nash just sort of shaking them off. And now countering with a big boot to his gut, to his own. Randy Orton definitely not shaking that off. And not going to shake off that giant punch. That's Diesel's finisher here in the WWF. 1, 2. Only a 2 count there. Will he go with his jackknife powerbomb? He looks like he's aiming for it. He's got him set up. He's just got to raise him up that high level, and he just throws him down on the ground for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Your European champion with another victory.
What a physical match.
Uh-oh. Look at that stare. Oh, no.
Come on. You won the match. Enough's enough.
Oh, no. Look out.
We got an attack from behind from Diamond Dallas Page and to the back of Shawn Michaels. These two guys met each other last week, and now Shawn Michaels able to counter into a nice backbreaker, actually showing very little signs of damage from that sneak attack from Diamond Dallas Page, as it seems like Page is trying to get the upper hand on the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Big elbow into the chest once again by Michaels, and now a punch to the back to take DDP down on the mat and keep him down there as he tries to drag DDP into the center of the ring. What's he going to go for here? Trying to weaken the leg of DDP. The action going quickly in this matchup as we now see DDP countering that pickup and going to go for an Irish whip hit now around the ring. Nice spine buster sending Shawn Michaels down the mat, and going to go for a quick pin here, but a quick kick out by the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Elbow counter there. And now an Irish whip coming around by Shawn Michaels as he sends him into that stiff ring corner. Now a couple of shots to the back once again with those boots to the lower back, and now an elbow flying down into the lower back of DDP. As he gets a counter there, he sends Shawn Michaels railing just a little bit, but Michaels with a bit of a taunt and a chop to the chest, sending DDP down to the mat. As now he gets the elbow right into the center of the chest. He does some more damage to that sternum of Diamond Dallas Page. Not quite the head that would be the focus of Shawn Michaels' finisher, that sweet chin music, or in fact, a big clothesline, which would do damage to the head for DDP for that diamond cutter of his. And it seems like we got a nice atomic drop coming in, setting some damage onto DDP, and DDP getting picked up as well. Irish whip around the ring into the corner there by Diamond Dallas Page. What's he going to look for here? He's got it in the corner. Another big clothesline out of that corner, sending Shawn Michaels down to the mat. As now he's able to roll out of the way there. Belly-to-belly suplex overhead release by Diamond Dallas Page. Throwing across the ring, Shawn Michaels with the greatest of ease. He's able to pick up Michaels now. Big shot to the face. Headlock applied, but countered by Shawn Michaels as he gets a nice takedown and takes DDP down onto the mat. Irish whip into the corner here. What we're going to go for in this corner. He turns him around. Going to go to the knee to the gut that you try and normally set up for these big aerial moves. As Shawn Michaels goes to the top rope for this giant elbow from the top rope. Will it go for a pin right after? Yes, he will. Will DDP be able to survive? It's a 2. It's a 3. It is not a 3. It is only a 2 as he kicks out at 2 3/4. DDP able to kick out of that giant elbow. Will he be able to kick out of the sweet chin music? Package roll up by DDP. 1, 2. Almost a steal, but it countered it into a 2 count. And it countered once again as we see a 2 and a 3. No, it is broken up by Shawn Michaels as he slowly gets out of that. Big strike to the back by DDP. And a counter now is reverse DDT. Backbreaker-like maneuver by DDP as he goes for a pin here. 1, 2. Only 2 count as these pinfalls become quick between these guys. Big punch dodged out of the way by Shawn Michaels. Will he try to counter here? He's got a nice neck breaker coming down as now Michaels goes for a quick pin once again. 1, 2. Kick out by DDP Will Michaels go for a big move here? That's that sweet chin music. He didn't wind it up, but he still hit it pretty damn hard as he just kicked the face in of Diamond Dallas Page. He goes for the pin here. 1, 2, 3. No. Diamond Dallas Page able to kick out of that sweet chin music there, even though he already had that giant elbow from the top rope and a couple other big offensive maneuvers. Neckbreaker from behind. Shawn Michaels now going to look for another quick pin here. 1, 2, 3. No. Diamond Dallas Page kicking out just at the last second once again. Shawn Michaels slowing down the pace just a tad. Gonna try and think of what to do here. What can he do to close out this match? Another neck breaker there, now twisting motion as he takes DDP down on the mat and keeps him down there. He's gonna perhaps try and work up the crowd once again for another sweet chin music, but a big boot to the face. He thinks he might have enough damage here. It's a 2 count. It's a 3. It is not a 3. DDP keeps just kicking out at the last moment, countered by Diamond Dallas Page. First bit of offense in quite some time as we see that diamond cutter landed out of nowhere onto Shawn Michaels. It's a 2 count. It's a 3 count. That diamond cutter ends matches.
What a physical match.
Uh-oh. Look at that stare. Oh, no.
Come on. You won the match. Enough's enough.
What's going on here?
It looks like there's a little confusion about who's going to start things out here. For years, Sting was the cornerstone of the WCW.
Just last week, Lex Luger and The Big Show had a great submission-only matchup in which we had Lex Luger put The Big Show in that giant torture rack and was able to close out that matchup after an enormous fight between these two guys. Neither of them wanted to submit, but that huge feat of strength by Lex Luger won that matchup. But now, tonight, they have to put the differences aside for this match against the Blade Runners, Sting, and the Ultimate Warrior. They've been having a string of victories here. Recently, they won over the Ascension, if I recall correctly. You see a nice atomic drop. Chop to the chest. No, actually, they faced off against Jericho at Extreme Rules the past weekend and were able to defeat them. As we now see a drag into the center of the ring and a little attack here onto Sting as he attacks the leg of Luger, trying to weaken that torture rack. And Luger, sensing the danger, actually goes in to tag the Big Show. This giant of a man would meet up with Sting several times on WCW television. All 4 of these guys were featured in WCW for some time at least. Ultimate Warrior didn't have the longest amount of time in WCW. He primarily was featured as a man to lose to Hulk Hogan when he was there at WCW. Irish whip coming in by Sting into the corner here. A big clothesline by the Stinger, and now he tags in the man with unlimited energy, the Ultimate Warrior. As Sting is still targeting Big Show and Big Show is still targeting Sting, we see a bulldog from behind, Ultimate Warrior taking advantage of the confusion. Headlock applied by Big Show as he drags Ultimate Warrior back into the center of the ring and does a huge scoop slam with a lot of height. You're already 7 foot tall, and he threw him higher than that. As now he drags Ultimate Warrior into the center of the ring and gonna go for a couple of big strikes to the painted face of the Ultimate Warrior. Now Warrior getting struck down once again, and a couple of more big strikes right to that face as he tires out here. Ultimate Warrior able to counter and get Big Show back on his feet. Headlock applied, countered by Big Show as he sends Ultimate Warrior down onto the mat. Big Show started out his career in WCW, or his more prolific runs here in WCW as the Giant, as we get a counter by Lex Luger as he sends down the Ultimate Warrior. Lex Luger would be known as the narcissist in WWF days. To see a big elbow to the face of the Ultimate Warrior. He would be featured up with Bret Hart from time to time as he gets to pick up here. Bret Hart currently featured on Raw, but we'll be trying to change that soon, as you now see the Ultimate Warrior getting moved over there. The different brands have been wanting to make some minor changes to their rosters. We'll be addressing that in the coming month, as we see a big strike coming in from Sting. Right as Big Show tried to make his way into the center of the ring, he drags that Giant right into the center for a nice leg drop across the throat, as Sting now begins an onslaught onto the Giant Big Show. Big Show now going to go around. Oh my! This is very improbable to see in real life. We see a pile driver coming from Sting onto the Giant as we get a 1, 2. It's only a 2 count, as Lex Luger didn't even come into the ring to try and save his partner. Big elbow to the side of the face, and a nice trip up there by the Big Show to get himself back in this match, as he tags in Lex Luger. After that giant power driver from the Stinger, you gotta imagine he's a bit low on energy, trying to stretch that arm out. Big counter here by Luger as he tosses Sting across the ring, and now with a big strike, elbow to the face of, once again, the painted face of Sting this time. Elbow to the face counter by Sting, and now Sting gonna go for that Scorpion Deathlock as he turns over Luger. Luger is very close to the ropes here. Will he reach out and grab it? And he does. The Stinger should have dragged Luger a bit more into the center of the ring here. Big knee sends Luger down onto the mat as he now runs over and tries to tag in the Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior now making his way into the ring. Which one of these giant muscled men will be the winner of this match? Nice check down onto the mat as now he picks up the Ultimate Warrior. That was a bit of a interesting move there, as they see a big lariat. Ultimate Warrior calling for a comeback here, and he gets his own elbow to the face. Gorilla press, walk away slam into a big splash right in the chest. He goes for a pin. Big Show there for the counter, however, as he elbows the Ultimate Warrior off of his albeit cocky finisher. Those knees into the chest for the pin. He has won some matches with that, I know, as we see a big side suplex, and now it looks like Lex Luger is actually aiming for the torture rack here onto the Ultimate Warrior. He's got him up. He's got him up for that torture rack. Will Sting save his partner here? Will he be there in time, or will Ultimate Warrior submit? He does able to. He strikes the side of Lex Luger, and Ultimate Warrior able to get himself down there. Lex Luger showing some damage from that shot, and now gets suplexed by the Ultimate Warrior down onto the mat. Pick up from Ultimate Warrior now as he goes for a big gorilla press, walk away slam as he now pins Lex Luger. It is only a 1 count as the ref a bit slow to count, and Big Show quickly getting in there to save his partner for tonight, Lex Luger, as we now see Ultimate Warrior gonna be putting Lex Luger up against the ropes. What will Ultimate Warrior do here? He will be put over the top rope by Lex Luger, as Lex Luger now tries to find some breathing room and tags in the Big Show. Sting perhaps going to try and do a little bit of a pep talk to the Ultimate Warrior, make sure he gets back in that ring, and now he's got a new opponent in there waiting for him. Big punch to the gut, that trying to weaken up that solar plexus that got weakened by that torture rack of Lex Luger. But now Ultimate Warrior going to send Big Show up against the ropes, going to try and perhaps do what he was going to do to Lex Luger, but not quite getting there. As now Big Show able to counter and grab the... Ooh, that's a little a leg drop modified version from Big Show, as a 1 count only as Sting interrupts Luger, showing his face in the ring as well, as Big Show now kicks away the Ultimate Warrior and kicks him down once again, keeping the man down, calling for the KO punch in the corner here. Countered, big elbow to the face as he countered that KO punch. He sends Big Show down onto the mat. Will he go for a big finisher here? That big splash on the back as he turns Big Show over and goes for that taunting pin. It's a 2. It's almost a 3 as Lex Luger interrupts. Big Show calling for a big comeback as he tries to get himself pumped up and gets himself back up on this match. And Ultimate Warrior for another pin here. Sting going to try and interrupt, but Lex Luger able to stop that pinfall. However, Sting not quite fast enough to stop Lex Luger. Big headbutt, stopping that seam from the Ultimate Warrior as Big Show now takes some time to try and recover. Ultimate Warrior a bit dazed after that giant headbutt from the Big Show. Big Show able to get up quicker, however, and just taunting the Ultimate Warrior with a kick to the side, and now picking up the Ultimate Warrior. He's got his own Gorilla Press slam, but he doesn't walk away from it. Big boot into the gut here, as now he does a couple of big strikes to the face of the Ultimate Warrior as he keeps him down on this mat and tries to keep the unlimited energy of the Ultimate Warrior caged upon the mat. Irish Whip now coming into his own tag partner's corner. Will he do a tag team maneuver with Lex Luger here? He's got an abdominal stretch with a strike to the gut. A very good setup there for the torture rack. And now a nice belly, gut wrench suplex there. And now a pinfall in the center of the ring as we only get a 1 count as Sting interrupts that pinfall. Luger gonna look for another move there. Gonna try and kick him away as Ultimate Warrior now goes for a big power bomb here. Oh, that was onto the shoulder. That looked gruesome there as he gets set down on the mat. Ultimate Warrior able to turn the tides of this match against Lex Luger here and turn him over. Gonna go for that big slam right in the center of the ring. Going for that pin, but Big Show quickly turning over and interrupting that pinfall once again. He's done through 3 of those splashes already, but all of them have been interrupted by the tag team partner. He's going to want to try and perhaps get the Stinger in there and try and get that Scorpion Deathlock into effect. Submission holds can be very perfect in these tag team situations, as it can take just 1 second to make some guys tap out, especially after long matches like some of these tag matches end up becoming. But a nice atomic drop. This would be the time to go for a pin, as Lex Luger seems tired in the corner. He's dragging Big Show over in there. He's got a stomp to the gut, however. He's not going to go for the pin. Lex Luger now back to attention as we now see headlock applied, counter. Big Show sending Sting down to the mat. A bit of a kip up there. Big spear by Big Show. That's one of his finishers as well, as he now goes for the pin onto Sting. 1, 2, 3. That is it, folks. Ultimate Warrior didn't have enough energy. Big Show and Lex Luger win.
Here are your winners, The Big Show and Lex Luger.
An emotional victory here tonight.
Man, oh man, what a battle!